Mr. Mauricia, thank you for coming. Just wanted to get some insight from the police union side as far as the members, obviously in the community, after hearing the number of officers that will be returning home, um, the side of the union, your concerns.
Andrew, thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be in your program and also to your viewers. Yes, indeed, it's a concern also for the board for NAPB when it was understood that some members indicated that they would like to tender their resignation from the police force of St. Martin. The amount that was given in the social media and newspaper to me is not known that is that amount, but I do know that some members indeed indicated that they want to go back. And that is based, first of all, their legal issue, that they know that it is in process by the unions, together with the minister and the management team in order to get that done. And they also know that besides that, by doing that, there is a legal procedure that they have to go through, and that legal procedure have time indicated to it for each, let me say, department from the government ministry to analyze, review our Expo CC and the salary scale, which was the last that was done, and passed through CCSU the 3rd of October, if I'm not mistaken, this year. But nevertheless, what they indicate, and it is understandable to me what their frustration is, you have been selected to form part of a class to become a full-fledged police officer. You know the ins and outs when you apply, what it is to become a police officer, what are the consequences, and also what can be the positive side if you do what you're supposed to do, which is serve the community. You start with a salary from 2,400 guilders in school, which is to be applauded because police force is one of those few entities that pay you in order to study. Then after 2 years of study, you graduate. And also, when you graduate, it also was told to you that this is a salary you're going to be earning. Mm-hmm. Okay, you graduate, you had your ceremony, you get your diploma, you get also your degree, that you become a full-fledged police officer. Besides graduate, besides becoming a full-fledged police officer, they're also looking forward to the salary that was promised of that is indicated to them when they become full-fledged police officer. And there is where their concern is at this moment. Because they know when they start how it is, they budget for it. And now that they finish what is entitled to them, and this, it don't need, I repeat, it don't need no Expo CC, it don't need no function book. It's just there that after you finish your study with success, that is what you're going to be earning. At this moment, due to their, what we call it, financial situation that they encountered themselves in, because most of them came from Curacao. They was recruited to fill by a class from, I think, 15 or 17 of them. They had to recruit out. So they didn't have sufficient local police officer here of cadets, so they went to look outside, and they get some interested from Curacao to come here. They had to make sacrifices, to come here. Most of them sold everything that they had there, because when they reach here, they had to pay, rent. And rent in St. Martin is not like in Curacao, what you're paying here. In dollars in Curacao is in guilders, so yeah. That was already a heck for them. Number two, the cost of living. You can buy, what you need, meat, like you can buy it in Curacao. But they adjust during those 2 years, If you had to eat sardine or whatever, they was eating it in order to survive. But now that they pass, they test, they uploading, there is where their concern is. And according to them, they don't see no light soon in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Understand? And yeah, we, as a board, individually, we did spoke to the ones that we know, the names that we know, and we motivate them to let them know, just hold on, it's not gonna take long, that we will prevail, that according to the minister, and we have a covenant signed into that also, that in December, the 50% from the rest, 16.3, like we said, the bovenstoelagen will be paid out, and they also will be included in it. Once that payout, by next year, 2023, January, that 16.3 will be included into the salary, no longer as a toelage, and also the 3.2% indexing. So there where we is right now with them, to keep them motivated, and to me, and I told them too, that is a wish that you put on paper. Don't let it be your decision. Number one, why? Because you already take a decision to leave your island voluntary to come here in order to pass the police test. Once you pass the police test, you know that you will be serving the people of St. Martin, the community of St. Martin. The community of St. Martin, which most of them is taxpayers, pay while you are studying to be here with the understanding, with the hope that when you finish your career, you will get what you deserve and that you will continue serve them.
Yeah.
So that is the talk that I having with them. And yeah, I'm gonna continue. I will continue to convince as much as possible them. I'm planning also to have a membership meeting whereby I will invite them, because some of them are not members from the union, but nevertheless they are my colleague, and let them know too that I need them, the management team need them, and the community of St. Martin that pay their salary need them. So it's gonna be very unfair to me that whatever is going on with you at this moment, which we understand, and with the understanding that before you have more people that are passing the same too, because I for sure is experiencing it for 12 years, it's still fighting, still going on. And that is the motivation I given them, and I let them to know today also that I would have an interview, and during that interview I will plead to them that let me just hold on, let me press on, because we will prevail.
As far as the image of the police and getting interested person to join the organization, wouldn't this be somewhat of an issue to get? We have a new class, for example, that are busy working, and this is how it's already shown that the workers are experiencing issues just after graduating, and they're going through this process now. Wouldn't that be a deter for persons joining the police force?
No, I would say no, because like I said, everybody could read also the press release of the Ministry of Justice on behalf of the Minister of Justice also take out yesterday itself what it is, the content. I fully agree with it. That is a process, and with the hope that this year all the legal issue of the police will be finalized. So by January 2023, we can start with the police force, with the Lance Recherche, with the personnel from mobile unit and border control to be put in the new salary scale. And then after the overall count for the retroactive will be start, and for everybody to get paid those retroactive money. Yes. And yes, I don't see the last class that is at this moment into the BPO will go through that. That is what I see, but I don't hope it happens.
Oh, it's, yeah, I was
Understand?
just about
Because
to
you
say,
never know what can
transpire.
transpire during that course. But so far, everything is going according to the procedure, but it just is the time that is attached to every department when this document is passing is the one that we have to take in consideration.
As far as the cooperation between the Ministry of Justice, particularly the Minister of Justice, who's taken up this task from her predecessors, the amount of justice ministers we had in the past that picked it up. But as far as negotiations concerned, the process, and then of course, the ball drops when a new minister comes into effect. Do you foresee that this would be the final stage, finally?
Yes, I do. I do foresee, and like by signing from the covenant with the minister.
That was the farthest. Has it ever
Yes.
been this far?
It has been filed 2016. Government fall, and they never adhere to the covenant that was signed back then. But I told them the reason why they didn't adhere because non-union didn't challenge that covenant back then that was signed. I mean, by challenge, I would have taken them to court for them to adhere to that covenant that was signed because the covenant was valid. Yes, I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that this time we will, that's why I'm saying we will prevail. I did told the minister when we did sign this that not because we start wrong, we have to end up wrong. So in benefit from my members, sometimes you have to, be the bigger person. Be the bigger person, and this is not about you. This is about the members and that I basically representing, and also in benefit from the community of St. Martin.
How do you think the morale of police officers at this moment, especially with the busy season and the amount of events and the amount of crime that is taking place? Because I'm sure that the effort or the work should match at least the salaries, but at the same time, it's still being worked on.
To answer you that, morale,
Yeah.
I work with them on the work floor, and it is a mixed feeling. It is a mixed feeling because when you sit and talk to someone, especially not only for the legal issue, but they have other issues that impede them to go about the daily job.
So personal circumstances.
Not really personal, but jobs related. Number
Okay.
one, vehicles they don't have. Everybody could have seen that last thing on the social media, make a mockery from it, but that is the reality. Uniform, they don't have. Sometimes you have police officers that work overtime and they have to go back, especially if they work from 7 to 3, 3 to 11, go back early. As soon as they finish, try to wash that shirt, try to wash that pants, and sometimes come back, it didn't dry off good. It gave you a non-feeling smell in that pants of shirt. And those are the things, if we can fix those things, give them a uniform, which is actually the pride, which is this one and not the green one we're wearing. This is actually our uniform, and this is actually what we would like to have back. Give them, those things that make you feel that
the
you're an
tools.
officer.
Yeah.
Yes. For now, those are the main concern on them. You want me to work, but I don't have the uniform. You want me to put this during holidays, but I don't have, like we see the long sleeve one. I don't have this. Those things are small things that frustrating them when they ask to come and do ceremonial thing or for us to go work with tools that the job can provide me, and I sell based on my financial situation cannot buy, and it is not right for you to go buy things for do the job on government job.
Yeah.
So the morale is for me is mixed. You can see it mixed.
All right. Your message to the members.
To the members, yeah, keep up the faith. Guys, keep up the faith. Like I always said in my press releases, in my interviews, that one day we will prevail. Justice will be served for us and to us. And don't let the community outside question our actions. So that is my message for them and the ones that have the wish, because to me, it's only the wish. It's not have been a decision as yet.
Not set in stone.
Yes, because I tend to say that it's based on your emotion, because what you lost down there, thinking that you will gain it, you will gain it back. You will gain it back. Just keep up the faith, and then we will prevail.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mauricia.
All right. Thank you.